get in the playoffs. You got to earn your way in the playoffs. So get in, get hot, and win your last game. And so that's kind of been our recipe.
Now, have you always growing up, did you always want to coach football, or you just wanted to play?
It's interesting. That's a great question because I grew up down in Spiro. My dad was a coach, and he coached back in the day when you coached everything. So I grew up, my dad was a head football coach. He was the boys basketball, girls basketball, baseball coach.
Good
I mean,
Lord.
he helped coach track. I mean, we just did it all. So as a kid in that family, me and my brothers, we just grew up playing everything. And Mom and Dad didn't want us to be teachers and coaches. They wanted us to go, get an education and make some real money and do all that. And so I started out I was going to go to med. I got in pre-med when I first went to college. And I tell people that lasted until I got my first grade report. So, I figured out maybe that wasn't my path, but I did get my degree in biology. I still didn't think I was going to go coach, but I got an opportunity to get in, and I fell in love with coaching ball. And, it could have been it could have been basketball. I probably love basketball more than I do football as far as playing. But football gave me the opportunity to coach, and it gave me a platform because I played at TU back 100 years ago. And you got to play quarterback. And so when you do that, there are a few people that know who you are. So that opens the door for you.
Okay. Now, when you won the championship in Owasso, and you might answer, you might not, was it gratifying to do it against Union?
Oh, absolutely. I'm not afraid to say that. I mean, that's the Union thing was, they were, you have to say them or Jinx were the king. I mean, for 20 years in Oklahoma, that's not exaggerated. For 20 years, nobody won the championship except those two guys. And so I almost think if we'd have gotten to win it and it hadn't have been against one of those schools, nobody would have really given us any credit for it. But to knock off, you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. And so to get to do that was pretty satisfying. Having been there, it probably meant more to people that, maybe me and my family. I mean, there was no ill will towards Union, but I also know how much pride they have there.
Right.
And so I knew that was a great win for us to be able to get past Coach Frederick and an absolute great Union team.
Now, you was already a celebrity down there in Owasso.
Okay.
When you won that championship against Union,
right?
Were you able to go anywhere in Owasso without drawing a crowd to you? Can you walk around Owasso now without a crowd of people walking up to you?
Well, that's probably a little bit of an exaggeration, but there is no doubt that we've been a part of bringing about a lot of pride in that community. It's been really a special place for, baseball and band and a lot of stuff, but they hadn't had that kind of success in football. And I think that it's starting to trickle over, and I'm not going to lie, the community loves it, man. And it's fun to be a part of it.
Now, what are some of the precautions that you're taking now? We're going to talk about a little bit of COVID-19. What are some of the precautions that you're taking as a football team and as a coach to keep your players safe?
Well, as the summer has gone on, what we've done all summer is it takes more effort, but we felt like it gave us a chance. And so all we're trying to do is get a chance to play and to keep our kids safe. So every day the kids come into the stadium, and frankly, it's not just football. We're doing it with every sport. So they come in. We got 5 tables set up by alphabet. They come in, they get their temperature checked, and they answer a COVID screening set of questions, about 6 or 7 questions. And it's just typical stuff that you and I are mature enough, we ask ourselves. I mean, do I have a sore throat? Am I running fever? Do I have do I have aches and pains? Have I lost my smell and taste? Certain things like that. And if they answer no and they have no temperature, then they come to work, and we wear some kind of a face covering. When we're outside and we can have distance among us, we haven't worried about having to stay covered up when you're running and when you're outside. But when we're in there in the weight room, we're close quarters, we really ask our guys to keep their face mask on, and the coaches keep it up. And I think that's helped us. I mean, we've had very little issues as the summer went on. We fully expect that we'll have some guys that either get sick or are exposed to it. And so far, we've been able to manage it, but we're just going to press forward until somebody with a lot more to say about it than we do tells us not to.
Now, who's that star that you have that we need to keep an eye on this year? Who are those players that, if everything go right and you all play a full season, that we have to keep our eye on?
Well, I think we've got two very exciting players that return as our inside linebackers, Ahmad Triplett and Brendan Dye. These guys are special. They were starters last year. They led our team. I think they're both D1 type guys. Ahmad has been a converted running back, and he still will carry the ball in some short yardage situations. But Ahmad he flashes at you. Brendan's a little taller version and a little leaner version, or not leaner, but a little longer version. Brendan's like 6'2", 225, and this week he went laser time on a 4.61, which that converts out pretty low. So we know both of these guys really fast, really strong. They'll kind of lead our defense. We returned Gage Laney in the secondary, who led our we had some great seniors last year, but Gage led our team in interceptions. So he'll be a 3-year starter. And then up front, Michael Jamerson, he's just going to be a junior. He's kind of the defensive tackle that completely dominates. And he's a youngster. His daddy was a great player at McLean back in the day. I didn't even know all that history. Mike Bolton and I go way back, and he came to one of the games, and Coach Bolton was telling me that MJ's daddy was a pretty special two-sport guy at McLean back in the day.
Right.
So
yeah.
I'm like, wow. I didn't know. It made me feel a little better because, I kept teasing MJ. He got all of that from his mama, but we'll figure that out later.
Now, you're replacing...
Offensively, guys, hey, and let me say this real fast. Offensively, we only started 2 seniors in the state championship game. And so we got a bunch of receivers back and a bunch of linemen.
Now, you're replacing Isaiah Jacobs, correct?
Yes, sir. Yep.
So,
yep.
An All-American like him, how are you going to replace him by committee, or you have one of those running backs that just needed an opportunity but couldn't get an opportunity because of who was in front of him?
A little bit of both. And the issue is that, Isaiah had an incredible early season and then was hurt from the 4th game on. And so Derek Overstreet, as a sophomore last year, will be a junior. Derek had a really good, solid sophomore year and kind of saved us. We had some other guys step in, and you'll see that. You'll see Hagan Hood. You'll see Ahmad come over from the defensive side. All those guys will get reps, but I think Overstreet will be the guy we lean on. He doesn't have the size and the incredible gift that Isaiah had, but he's a really good back, and I think he'll be, especially running behind returning offensive line that has all those guys back. I think that'll help him.
Okay. Now, we want to thank you for coming on the show, but before we get off the show, we always have our guests say encouraging words for our young people that might be listening to help them to keep moving. And the question I have for you, which will help our young people, when you got fired from TU,
right?
How were you able to pick yourself back up and keep moving forward to continue to reach your goals?
I appreciate you asking that, and I'm not going to act like it was an easy thing because I was devastated. That was my dream job. I was pouring my heart into it. Somebody tells you that you're not good enough, and you get cut from the team, or you get fired, or you get your girlfriend drops you, whatever it is, it really makes you come back to who you think you are. Who do you believe you are? And I'm very appreciative to the coaches that I played for and some other men in my life that helped me get grounded in that. I knew who I was. You know, my faith matters, but it's not just about the faith. It was that I really knew that I had done a good job, and not going to let somebody on Twitter or Facebook or Snapchat, somebody that's going to talk me down. Do I think that happens? Absolutely, but I don't have to believe it. And so what I'm telling the young people out there is I believe sports give us the opportunity to experience failing. And just because you fail doesn't mean you're a failure. Failure is when you quit, when you stop trying. And so I believe that the efforts and the fact that I had overcome adversity in my past helped me to overcome it after I lost my job. And so I would just encourage youngsters that don't let somebody else define you. You're defined by who you want to be and who you persist in being. And so somebody tells you can't do it, sometimes that's the best motivation to say you can.
Okay, we have one more question, Coach, from Yo over here, the other dog of the two dogs.
Put it on me, man.
All right, Coach. This year you're the returning champs. Who is going to be your biggest obstacle this year to get past?
The big and now listen to it all, because there'll be some people jump on me for this. The biggest obstacle is the Owasso Rams. The biggest obstacle you have when you've had success is yourself, because we'll be too busy already thinking we're number one. We'll be too busy patting ourselves on the back. We'll be too busy. And let me tell you, there's about 15 schools in 6A1 that will bring their A game at us because they've had all year to think about it.
Right.
So don't think for a minute that Union and BA and Jinx and Mustang and all those schools are not going to bring their very best. And so I'm not dodging your question. I'm just telling you the truth. I really do believe the biggest challenge we have is to defeat the part in us that's trying to tell us that we made it, that we're done, that we're there. Because you've got to have a little of that chip on your shoulder, or you're not going to be able to make it.
So you gave us two nuggets, Coach. You gave us one right there to let you know, hey, in life, your biggest obstacle can be yourself.
Exactly.
So you giving us nuggets all over the place. We appreciate it, Coach.
I appreciate it, man. I just enjoy it. That's kind of where I am in life. Been doing this a while, and I just don't get tired of it. I'm ready to go. Let's go. We need to play some ball.
I feel you. I'm ready for sports too. We are so ready for sports. I was watching lacrosse and other stuff. I'm so ready for some football and basketball. So
whatever it takes, man. We got to get something going.
That's it. Thanks, Coach. We want to appreciate you coming on $2 Sports Talk Show. Text me your T-shirt size and where I can send you a T-shirt. For coming on the show.
Love it, baby.
And we hope we can get you back on with a couple of your players also once we're able to come back into the studio, or if you have your players sitting right there with you, when you come back on, we can talk to them and get them some airtime also.
Hey, love to set that up so you guys, when you want us, you just ask.
All right.
I'd love to get them on with you.
All right, thanks, Coach. You have a good day, and don't forget to text me your T-shirt size and where I can send it.
You got it.
All right, thanks, Coach. That was Mr. Coach Bill Blankenship of the Owasso Rams. Hey, man, I'm enjoying these interviews that we're doing. We got some awesome people that's in Oklahoma, from Tulsa County. These interviews has been awesome, man.
Yeah, he dropped a lot of knowledge on us in that short bit of time.
Yeah.
He dropped a lot of knowledge from a winner.
Yeah.
It's not no loser here. That's a bona fide winner.
Yeah. And then when you get, after winning so long and you get knocked down because someone think that you're not you feel like you might not be good enough, encouraging yourself and not doing it by yourself. I like not doing it by yourself. You brought in other people that's going to give you strength to help you walk through this so you can move forward and not ever quit. I like that, man.
Yeah, and he's right here back, and now he's a north side guy.
Yeah.
Owasso's still north. Just don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
What street say on? 77th Street, 86th Street, 96th Street, north.
Right, way out there.
Way out there.
But this football season is going to be real interesting. It's going to be interesting in 6A1. You know, once again,
most definitely.
you have 4 good teams on this side of town, which you have Jinx, Union, you have Owasso, and you have BA. Four good teams that is well coached on this side of town in 6A1, and we cannot forget about our north side schools, McLean, Booker T, and Central. 3 awesome coaches that has big dreams for their schools, and $2 Sports Talk Show will be there to support and interview and get the scoop on what's going on.
Yeah.
But we'll be right back. That was Coach Blankenship. I want to thank Coach Blankenship for coming on the show. We'll be right back here on $2 Sports Talk Show here on 89.9 FM in North Tulsa, and also on KBO. You can stream live at KBOB899.com and go to our $2 Facebook page where we're streaming live. We'll be right back.
Two dogs, 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 two dogs.
The 36th Street North Event Center is a full-scale event center where we share the experiences of the community. At the event center, you can rent space for weddings, birthday parties, receptions, concerts, Greek events, quinceañeras, and much more. We also do custom decor, linen, and centerpieces. We're located at 1125 East 36th Street North. To book your next special event, business gathering, or community event, call us at 918-200-9046.
Hi, I'm Denise Parker with Midtown Embroidery. We do it all from any type of promotionals, from screen printing, embroidery, school uniforms, Greek lettering, workwear, monogramming. There's no job too big or too small and no location too far. Let us be your one-stop shop. We're located at 2808 East 15th Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74104. Our phone number is 918-982-3254. Our email address is denise.tulsamidtown@gmail.com. Thank you.
Last Stop Lawn Maintenance and Landscaping is hiring today. Must have a valid driver's license and must have a 2 years verifiable experience mowing and lawn maintenance with the company. Strict attendance policy is required. Honest, dependable, and team-oriented. No sex offenses or crime against children. Must apply online at www.laststoplawnmaintenance.com. Apply today.
Dawn Tree here, CEO of Underground Tree Studios. You're a one-stop shop for graphics, web design, and art. You can find us online at www.utreep.com. That's the letter U, TREEP.com, as well as finding us on Facebook, Underground Tree Studios, Instagram as Underground Tree, and you can also find artist Dawn Tree online as Artista Dawn Tree, and you can also kick it old school and give us a call at 202-910-4409. Don't hesitate to call us. All it takes is a 10-minute consultation and we can have you hooked up. Peace.
If your credit starts with a 3, 4, 5, or 6, this is for you. Did you know that it's costing you to have bad credit? You can't get qualified for that house or apartment and you're paying high interest rates, along with paying high car insurance, and it may be costing you that job that you really want. What are you waiting on? Take more of a holistic approach. Pick up the phone and call the Credit Shiro at 832-642-1554 or text CAMP to 76626. With 13 amazing services, we restore and repair generations to come. Once again, call the Credit Shiro at 832-642-1554 or text CAMP to 76626. If you know better, you do better. Only the Credit Shiro can help you to save the day.
This is KBOB 89.9 FM, Tulsa. And now streaming 24/7 live from the Eden Media Studio. 24/7 live at KBOB899.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Lester Troutman. From the group Zap. And when we in Tulsa, Oklahoma, we always listen to K-Bob FM.
Two dogs, 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 two dogs.
89.9 the radio drone and yo, Two Dogs Sports Talk Show. We got barbershop sports talk plus interviews. Ain't no telling who might join the crew.
Welcome back to the Two Dogs Sports Talk Show here on KBOB 89.9 FM. Also, you can stream us live at KBOB899.com and catch us on the Two Dog Facebook page where we go live. We want to thank Coach Blankenship once again for coming on the show. And make sure y'all join us next Tuesday when we have Mr. Reggie Brooks, formerly of the Booker T. Washington Hornets, and we also have Mr. Robert Meacham that will be on the show next Tuesday. Make sure y'all join us 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. next Tuesday. Now we finna get back into some more football. We these next weeks we finna be breaking down division by division, and this week we finna talk about the NFC East and who's top and who's not. So we finna go schedule by schedule.
Here we go.
And we finna break it down.
Break it
and
down.
you finna hear it first.
Right here.
Here on the Two Dog Sports Talk Show.
Yo.
On who's gonna do what. We're gonna start with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Which I think Carson Wentz is a top 10 quarterback. A lot of people might not think he is, but I think he is a top 10 quarterback. When he's in there, and the offense they run, what he does, if he's not hurt, is top notch in the NFL. He's one of the top 10 quarterbacks. What you say, yo?
I would say top 15.
Top 15.
Top 15.
Name 10. Hold on. Why are you putting them into the top 15?
11, 12.
Okay, name 11 quarterbacks that's better than Carson Wentz in the NFL.
Okay. Money Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott, Tom Brady, Drew Brees. Who else am I missing?
Tell me.
Hold on, let me think. Oh, Cam Newton.
Are we sure about that?
Yes. Teddy Bridgewater.
What? Oh, hold on. Time out. What? You got to... Hold on. Are you saying this because they black?
No.
Where did you get that Teddy Bridgewater is better than Carson? I'm not a... See, every time you got me defending these people that I can't stand. There is no way Teddy Bridgewater is better than Carson Wentz. None.
That's your opinion.
Teddy Bridgewater could not do what Carson Wentz did last year, those last 3 or 4 games with the Philadelphia Eagles, and with no receivers. None. Not even a running game. they had backup quarterbacks playing receiver.
Okay, how many did I just name? How many names did I name? Did I name? I think I named about 10.
No, those about 7 or 8.
7 to 8. Okay, then.
And then you said Cam Newton. Cam Newton really up in the air. We don't know what Cam Newton gonna do. We don't know what's supposed to happen with Cam Newton. I'm not saying Cam Newton. Yes, was he MVP? Yes. Did he take his team super? But that was 3-4 years ago.
Oh, I still got some more. Kyler Murray. And
we don't know if Kyler's better. Kyler's been in the league one year, so we don't know if Kyler's better than Wentz.
Oh, we also have to put. You got to put your Steeler boy. Was it?
You talking about Big Ben?
Big Ben.
That's not my Steeler boy, but I still can't put Big Ben in front of Wentz.
And Baker Mayfield, all better than.
Oh Lord, have mercy!
Wentz. Yes,
I need Fred Sanford. I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth, right now because he said Baker Mayfield. I love OU, and I like Baker Mayfield when he was OU. I like his swagger, but Baker Mayfield is not better than Carson Wentz. Baker Mayfield barely can take the Cleveland Browns anywhere. If he don't have a good year this season, he will be gone from the Cleveland Browns. Baker Mayfield could not do what Carson Wentz did last year.
I still think
Carson Wentz is a top 10 receiver. Man, please.
Well, that's my list. You got your own list. You asked me the question. I gave you my
answer.
And
I want to know what 10, and you didn't even say Aaron Rodgers in there.
Oh, I forgot A-Rod.
But A-Rod should have been on there before Cam Newton and Teddy, especially before Teddy Bridgewater. Well, man, please. Man,
Teddy Bridgewater went 5-0 with the Saints. Did he not?
He went 5-0 as a backup. God dog it. Nick Foles won a cotton picking Super Bowl as a from a backup. But put him in a starting position, see what happens.
But I didn't put Nick Foles. We ain't talking about Nick Foles. We talking about.
No, but you said he went 5-0 with the Saints. He went 5-0 with the Saints as a back. He was the backup quarterback. He wasn't the starter.
He started those 5 games.
So did Nick Foles. So did cotton picking Ryan Fitzpatrick.
See, here we go. But I said that Teddy Bridgewater is a better quarterback. Period.
Man, you crazy. You man.
So, like I said, top 15.
Okay, I hear you talking. Here's their schedule. Week 1, they play Washington.
Win.
Week 2, the LA Chargers.
Win.
Week 3, the Cincinnati Bengals. That's a win.
Win.
Week 4, the San Francisco 49ers.
Loss.
Week 5, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Come on, hold on.
Win.
Hold on. You just said Big Ben is a better quarterback than Carson Wentz, but they're not gonna beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. Not gonna beat Philadelphia.
No, because I want my ribs. So that.
What are you talking about, y'all? We said we made a bet that if Pittsburgh win more than one game, win more than one game, he got to cook me ribs. If they don't win in one game in the first 8, I got to smoke him some ribs.
Yeah.
So that's why he picked the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, I got
you. 2 to the game.
I got you. Baltimore Ravens.
Loss.
Hold on.
Loss.
Man, that's a lot.